France has lost the war. Darkness is spreading across Europe. Only one island nation is still fighting against the Nazi war machine. This is Britain's darkest hour. Prime Minister Winston Churchill tells his people they must be brave. They will fight on the beaches, in the fields, and in the air. Giving up is not an option. The year is 1940. The whole world is watching. Freedom is at stake. The Battle of Britain is about to begin. Hitler's armies have taken over much of Europe. His forces have swept through the continent with alarming speed and efficiency, leaving a trail of conquered nations in their wake. France, once a strong and proud country, has been defeated. The French army, unable to withstand the German onslaught, has surrendered. Now Britain stands alone, isolated and vulnerable. Hitler thinks he's about to win. He believes that the fall of Britain is imminent, and that his vision of a German-dominated Europe is within reach. He tells his air force, the Luftwaffe, to destroy the British. The Luftwaffe, with its formidable fleet of bombers and fighters, is tasked with breaking Britain's will to fight. He wants to control the English Channel. This narrow strip of water is all that separates his forces from the British mainland. He wants to invade Britain. The plan is ambitious and fraught with risk, but Hitler is determined. His plan to invade Britain is called Operation Sea Lion. It involves a massive amphibious assault, the likes of which the world has never seen. But first, the Luftwaffe has to take control of the skies. Without air superiority, the invasion cannot succeed. They have to destroy the Royal Air Force, or RAF. The RAF, though outnumbered, is Britain's last line of defense. The fate of Britain, and maybe even the world, depends on the RAF. The courage and resilience of these pilots will determine the outcome of this critical battle. The Luftwaffe attacks in large groups, their formations darkening the skies as they approach their targets. Their primary target is the RAF, the backbone of Britain's air defense. They relentlessly bomb airfields, radar stations, and aircraft factories, aiming to cripple the RAF's ability to fight back. The German pilots are highly skilled and have accumulated a wealth of experience from previous battles. They have secured numerous victories across Europe, making them a formidable force in the skies. Their Messerschmitt and Heinkel fighter planes are tough opponents, known for their speed and firepower. But the RAF fights back bravely and strongly, determined to defend their homeland. Their Spitfire and Hurricane fighter planes are fast and dangerous, capable of turning the tide in aerial combat. The pilots are young, but they are brave and determined, ready to face any challenge. They are fighting not just for their own survival, but for their homes, their families, and the future of their country. The RAF has a secret weapon radar. This groundbreaking technology, developed in the years leading up to the war, is a game changer. This new technology tells them when the Luftwaffe is coming. It provides early warnings, allowing the RAF to prepare and strategize effectively. It lets them send their fighters up into the air in time to meet the enemy. The pilots scramble to their planes, ready to defend their homeland. Radar changes everything in the Battle of Britain. It shifts the balance of power, giving the RAF a crucial advantage in the skies. The RAF doesn't have as many planes as the Germans. The Luftwaffe's numbers are overwhelming, but the RAF's strategic use of radar levels the playing field. But they are not alone. The RAF is bolstered by the bravery and skill of pilots from across the globe. Pilots from all over the world have come to fight for freedom. Pilots from Poland, Czechoslovakia, and Canada join the fray, as well as those from Australia and New Zealand. Their contributions are invaluable. Pilots from other countries also fight alongside the British. This international coalition stands united against a common enemy. They are a team of warriors, fighting together against a bad guy. Their courage and unity turn the tide in one of history's most pivotal battles. The Luftwaffe can't beat the RAF, so they change their plan. They start bombing British cities. London is their main target. Every night, German bombers drop bombs from the sky, causing lots of damage and fear. Homes, factories, and important buildings are destroyed. The British people endure the bombing with courage and resilience. They hide in underground train stations. They put out fires and help people who are hurt. They refuse to give up. Their spirit remains strong. Winston Churchill, a very good speaker, describes the RAF's sacrifice with these famous words: "Never in the field of human conflict was so much owed by so many to so few." His words are still remembered today, showing how brave the RAF pilots were. These brave pilots, known as the Few, fought very hard even though there were more German planes. They saved Britain from invasion. They gave the Allies time to get stronger and prepare for the rest of the war. The Battle of Britain was a very important moment in World War II. It was the first big defeat for the Nazis. It showed that the Germans could be beaten. It proved that even when things are very bad, courage and determination can win. The story of the Battle of Britain is still important today. It's a story of bravery, sacrifice, and how people can overcome hard times. It reminds us that freedom is important. We must protect it again and again.